see. I think I'll start my conversation depending on which art piece I land on. Let's start with this one. Okay, we got two little boys, and they look like they do just about everything together, from the morning through the afternoon, all the way through the night. And I guess my reflection on this one is that every part of the day has a special gift behind it. No matter how sunny and warm the days could be, or how cold and chilly the night may present themselves, it's all quite wonderful. If not to be in, then to at least observe. But you can see here, I have a slight fascination for wood patterns, so that might be an ongoing theme you may see in some of my other pieces. Let's go ahead and see what else I have. Let me turn this one. So, just like the last one, I guess I have a fondness for orange and yellow. And I think around this time, these colors started to grow on me. And I liked how I paired it with the green in the background, and the flowers and the ladybugs. And I even included a cute little note at the bottom. And again, my love for wood patterns continued to increase. I loved drawing this cute little one. It's so adorable. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Here's another little baby, though probably looks more like a toddler. And I think as I continue to develop different techniques and learn what works best based on my energy, my spirit, how I'm feeling, what inspires me, it kind of reminds me of the concept of cultural humility, and how each of us have our own stories, our own experiences, our own roots that made our branches and put us to where we are today. Speaking of cultural humility, there are 3 levels, or 3 tenets. So as I flip through, let me further explain how cultural humility works. So, the first tenet of cultural humility is going to be on the individual level. It means constant self-reflection and understanding that we are all multi-dimensional. We all have our own stories, our own experiences, and that our life is a long a singular destination or a singular goal. Our individual objective is to continue learning, often beyond our own perspective or our own worldview or frame of mind. And that way we learn to be open-minded. We may not certainly agree with every new thing we learn about, but we at least reduce our assumptions and gain an appreciation for how everyone's stories came to be through their own experiences. And you can learn this here from this example with these three small children learning from a kind elderly woman and enjoying a fresh share of her warm, freshly baked cookies. The second tenet of cultural humility is going to be through an intrapersonal level. And here, this means when two people are having a conversation, or, for example, if a provider is talking to a patient, instead of person A assuming the full expert role and talking down to person B, both people collaborate together through a mutually respectful conversation, and through that you gain a mutual trust together and you continue to learn from one another. So in the healthcare setting, even though the provider may have more of the credentials, they must understand that the client is also the expert in their own health too, and it's up to both people to work together and find out which treatment regimen is best for that singular client. That's what it means to be client-centered or patient-centered. So, in an example here, this is the oldest sister of a group of siblings, and though she may have the most experience in her life, she's still able to open up to her siblings and learn from each of them. Though this one seems rather serious, maybe he needs to live up the life a little more. Then, finally, we can get to the third level of cultural humility, and this is through an organizational level. So, instead of keeping an open mind individually, or keeping an open mind through two people, a whole institution or organization is going to keep an open mind. This may include constant follow-ups, constant check-ins to see, are we doing the best we can for our community? Are we doing the best we can in the language we are using, how we present ourselves, how our environment is laid out? Are we doing this in order to increase mutual trust across generation to generation? That's this drawing right here. So, I've done my own constant self-reflection, and through that, I've been able to explore even more techniques, patterns, color schemes, interested in seeing some more of my drawings, please let